All right, guys, just wanted to do another quick video for you guys, talk about some of these farms over on Matic. I'll show you some of the farms that I'm in. I'll also show you some of the farms that I'm probably going to jump into and some that I'm not in, but I want to bring to your awareness because a lot of you guys have always asked for different farms, what's new, specifically on Matic. So we'll just touch on a couple of things, give you my thoughts, and also give you a couple of other updates. So again, before I get started, do want to remind you that everything in crypto is super risky. So do your own research, do your own due diligence. Never take financial advice from a stranger on YouTube. And if you do decide to get in and you're okay with the risk, only put in what you can afford to lose, guys. Okay, risk capital only is what you should be putting into any of these farms, any of these platforms, any of these IDOs, or anything that you're looking to get into. Don't overexpose yourself if at all possible. I know easier said than done because FOMO kicks in and that greed, little greed button behind our behind our head, it's just always in our ear. But yeah, try not to go totally nuts on something and always spread your risk over several different platforms. So that being said, before I jump into these different farms over on Matic, we want to give you a couple of other updates. A couple of you guys have asked me, am I still in alpaca? Because in my video yesterday, I didn't mention alpaca, and the answer is yes. I am still in alpaca. I'm still farming now. Of course, the pool that I'm in, the APY has dropped significantly because that's just the nature of how these farms work. As time goes on, as people jump into these different pools, APYs will drop. But yes, I am still in alpaca. I'm not even gonna connect my wallet here because I'm connected over on Matic. Um, I'll have to switch over to BSC. But yeah, you can see here the price of one alpaca token is at 82 cents. And yeah, there are other farms now that are opening up different, uh, pools that have the alpaca token in the pair. So if you want to sell your alpaca, you can. If you want to use it to farm on other platforms that have a much higher APY, you can do that as well. Also, Ether Connect, I haven't talked about them in quite a while. I didn't mention them either on the video yesterday, but you can see here the price of one ECC token is over 26 cents. They started at 10 cents when the platform launched. When I got in, it was at about 11 cents. But now the price has pretty much doubled. Now, in all transparency, I'm not holding any ECC token looking to make gains on the price of the token. As I get them, I am selling for Ethereum. But those of you guys that might be holding, um, you've obviously made gains on this. Now, again, I'm not saying my strategy is the best. I possibly could be losing money by not holding any, but we'll see what happens. So far, we don't have the ability to sell ECC tokens on the open market. It's right now just a centralized, not a decentralized, a centralized staking platform that pays anywhere from 10 to 17% a month, depending on how much you staked. But yeah, that's pretty interesting to see how much the price has risen. Now, the other thing about Ether Connect, and I know Ether Connect isn't the most popular platform, but they are launching this thing right here. EFI.finance. It's going to be yield farming, staking, and lending. It's going to have an NFT, an IDO marketplace, also a DEX, I think. Um, so yeah, they're going to be launching this thing right here. We'll see what happens. Again, I don't know if this is officially from the same people behind BitConnect, but if you're gonna get into this, just know that this is super risky stuff. Now, not saying that you can't make money with it, not saying you can't profit from it. I may even throw some shekels into it. I don't know. But we'll see. Just wanted to let you know what's going on, give you this quick update. Also, another thing that people have been asking me about is Daisy. Am I in Daisy? Am I in their token sale that they're going to be doing? Well, let me give you real quick before I jump into these Polygon farms. I did deposit into Daisy, as you can see, when they launched back in December of 2020. I did deposit 12,700. I think that was tier 7, and I was looking to upgrade up to about 25,000, maybe even more. But unfortunately, they had a botched launch. They fumbled their launch 3, 4, 5 times, and eventually I said, you know what? It's just not even worth of the hassle. These guys just can't get it together. I'll come back to this if and when it does, they do get it together. And I just left my 12,000. I actually just chalked this up to a loss and said, you know what, if it is what it is. I put in what I can afford to lose, and if I lose all that, it's gonna suck, but it is what it is. Long story short, their platform is working right now. Took them a couple of months to really fix it and get it going, but their platform is working. They are going to be launching their token. I believe there's a public sale starting on July 1st. By the way this works, you probably already know, but if you don't, you make you deposit into their different tiers. Half of it goes into their matrix, half of it goes into their passive fund, as you can see here. So half of what I put in went into a fund. See right here it is. So 6,300, which was half of the 12K plus. It's now 8,300 because the 2,000 profit. If you don't withdraw it, it just goes back into compounding. So essentially, you're just compounding what you put in. You can withdraw, as you can see here. I can withdraw that profit, or at least 70% of it. The other 30%, I believe, goes back into the comp plan. And I can just click request withdraw right here, or keep it in there and let it compound out. So again, half of it goes into a matrix, half of it goes into uh, a passive fund. But that's not what I'm, bringing this to your attention for. They do have a public sale of their Daisy token. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, right? I'm just purely speculating. This can be a successful launch. They can botch it like how they did their platform. I don't know. Um, but I'll tell you what they have going for them is they do have transparency, right? When I say transparent, I'm talking about people that are behind the platform. They're all this time since December, they've been doing webinars, they've been open for calls, even through, their failed launches. The people behind the platform have been pretty open and transparent. And the other thing they have going for them is they do have a community. They have over 100,000 members. Now, let's say half of those members decided not to continue with the platform because of those failed launches, but half of them stayed, and they do have a strong community. I think in Asia they have a really strong community. But if even half of those people back this coin, the price can potentially pump. I'm not saying it's going to do 100x, not saying it's going to do 1,000x or 10,000x, but if you can do, 4 or 5x, 3x, whatever the case may be, in a short period of time, might be worth throwing some shekels into it. At least that's my thought process. They did have a pre-sale for members, where members were able to get it at 10 cents, 25 cents, 50 cents, and a dollar. Very few people, I would imagine, got it at 10, 25, or 50 cents. Most people, I would imagine, got it at a dollar, if at all, if they were able to get into this pre-sale at all. As you guys know, not everybody can get into a pre-sale. You go there to buy, and literally half a second later, boom, it's sold out. I would imagine the majority of people weren't able to get in on the pre-sale. So this public sale that is going to start on July 1st, um, people will be able to get their token from $1 to $5. Again, depending on when they can get in. Even if they get in at $5, once the coin gets listed on CoinMarketCap and on exchanges, which they're projecting that it's going to start on the exchange at $5. Again, I don't know. And then they're going to be able to trade it on by August 1st. Even if it 3x's or 4x's, again, if it's backed by the community, it could potentially do that. Like I said, I'll probably throw some shekels into it just to see what happens. Um, we'll see what happens. What can you do with this coin? Well, the people that got before I mentioned that before, the people who got in on the pre-sale, there is a vesting period, so they can't just dump their coins onto the market. They have to hold their coins and stake them. And again, what can you do with these coins? You can stake their token, earn interest by receiving tokens from each DeFi project on the launchpad. Um, so again, they're giving you an opportunity to earn passive income using their coin, not just selling it on the open market. And yeah, maybe they're transitioning. Last year, forced matrices were all the rage. Forsage, Lion Share. I think there was something called Lion Share. I don't even remember what the name of it was. That was another force matrix. I know there was one connected to Tron Chain, Chain something, but they were pretty popular. I mean, everybody was doing matrices last year, and now everyone's farming, everyone's staking coins and tokens and things of that nature. So it might be, obviously these they have to evolve with the times, right? So I'm not saying they're abandoning their matrix. Obviously, they're still building that side of the platform, but they need to get into, staking and yield farming and all that other stuff, and launching their token, I think, is the beginning of that. So it shows that they're willing to evolve with the times. We'll see what happens. Again, it could be a failed launch. But again, if there's a community behind anything, it always tends to do pretty well, especially these MLM network marketing people that are doing meetings and building the network side of it. They will buy this token. They will definitely buy this token and promote the token, especially because it's built into their comp plan. So, anyway, that being said, just wanted to bring that to your attention because some of you guys might want to get into that. And a lot of you guys have asked me, am I in it? Um, that's my answer. So, Polyzap. Wanted to do a video just talking a little bit about some of these Matic farms. Polyzap, as you can see here, the price of one PZAP is $1.45. This was at $6, $7 a little while ago, so the price is definitely down. Might be a good entry point. Who knows? I'm definitely farming, as you can see. The TVL is at $11.9 million. So, pretty respectable numbers here. We'll see what happens. Again, I'm going to continue to farm. And as you can see, there's, let me see. Yeah, there's still, 14,000 plus percent. Now, again, the base APR is 500%. This one here is paying out 559%. So again, pretty high, APR still on the degen pools, right? They're single token pools. If you take your PZEP that you farm or that you buy, you can stake it in here. 395% is the APY if you're compounding, but the base is 160%. So again, nothing crazy. But again, a lot of these pools that over on BSC that have lasted quite a long time, they have pretty similar APRs, right? Polycat is another one that I'm in. This was at $40 at one point, I believe. I don't know if that was the all-time high, but that's down at 25 right now. And again, expect everything to be down. The market is down as a whole. Matic, Polygon is down. So it's not like it's a total surprise that these things are down right now. Will they come back up? We'll see. But you can see here that we're farming also on Polycat. TVL on this one is 221 million. So this is definitely not anything to sneeze at. Pretty sizable platform. And yeah, the farms are paying still a nice APY. This one here, Evo Matic. This is the counterpart to Evo DeFi over on BSC. As you guys know, I'm pretty heavy into Evo DeFi. Talked about them yesterday over on my video. This is their equivalent on Matic. You can bridge, by the way, from BSC to Matic and from Matic to BSC using their bridge. Some of you guys have asked me, well, how do I get funds over on Matic from BSC? Well, there's a bridge right here that you can use. I'm logged on to Matic, so it shows me here Polygon to BSC. If I was logged on to BSC and on the BSC side, it would show me BSC to Polygon. And then here I would send over USDC. And then I think it's $50 worth of crypto you need to send of USDC. And you can send that back and forth from the Polygon network to Binance Smart Chain and vice versa. So that's a working bridge. I've used it already a few times. But yeah, going back to these farms, as you can see, these degen farms right here, paying, a base APR of 536% and 484%. And then these other non-degen pools are paying, pretty respectable numbers here. I would probably just jump into these pools. Okay, it's paying the highest, but that's just me. I'm open to risk. You may not feel the same. So this one here, again, I'm pretty heavy on the BSC side. I'm gonna jump into the Matic side just for shits and giggles. I'm already in the BSC side, so why not, right? It's not. I'm not taking any more risk by jumping onto the Matic side. Um, Iron, this one here, I'm not in right now. Just kind of looking at it. But this one here is paying a pretty significant APY, as you can see. APY is 5.7 million%. The base APR is what you should probably go by. That's still paying 1,112%. This one here is paying out 1,200%. Um, so yeah, this one here I'm not in. Some of you guys have asked me what's hot on Matic, what's new. This one here is definitely getting a lot of attention. Obviously, they do have a community over on Binance Smart Chain. So when there's a community already on one network and they move on to another network or open on another network, obviously those people will look at it. A lot of them will jump in. That's what you see with Walt. Obviously there's a built-in community over there. Walt is opening up on Polygon, and same thing that happened with Evo. It's the same thing that happens with all these other farms. They're going to be opening up on Polygon, and I would imagine there's a bunch of them. But yeah, this one here is let's look at the TVL, 627 million. Then here's the price of Titan, which you're going to need to have that, I believe, for most of those pairs. Prices going up, so you're probably going to be buying it towards the top, but it is what it is. Anyway, that's what's going on with Polygon.iron.finance. This one here, Polylion. I didn't jump into this when it launched, just kind of watched it. It is at the bottom at this point, I think. I don't know if it'll go any lower than that. It may, who knows, right? TVL's at 828,000. I'm not in this right here, but I may jump in a little bit. A lot of times people jump in at the very beginning of these farms, and let's be real, that's the best time to jump in because you ride the price of that token. But the second best opportunity, at least what I've done and strategies that I use, is when the price dumps and finds the floor, right? If the price dumps and finds a floor, and I watch it for a little while and I see the prices, at the floor, then I may jump in and throw a little bit in, because as long as the APY is juicy enough, I should make some money. I should make a little bit of money just riding that APY, even if the price is kind of stabilized and at its low, right? And if the price does go up, then even all the better. But yeah, risky stuff, but we'll see. By the time you watch this video, I may throw a little bit in. I don't know. I'm gonna watch the price a little bit more, jump into their Telegram, see what people are saying. But yeah, this one here launched, I believe it was a couple of days ago. And again, I saw it, didn't jump in. We'll take a quick look at it later on. And obviously, this one here, this is, I mean, you can't really get too serious with a platform um, with South Park as their theme. Um, but it is paying a little, a nice APY. The price of their token is dumped. It's at the floor, might be a good entry point. Or you could just leave this one alone, right? If you want to get a little bit more serious and stay with the more serious platforms, I would probably stick with Polyzap, Polycat, Evomatic. This one here is pumping right now. I'm not in yet. Still considering if I should jump in or not. And you might say, well, the more you consider, the APY will continue to drop. I mean, at this point, I'm not really chasing gains. you know, if I can hit base hits every now and then, those base hits add up and I score, right? I'm not looking to, I'm at a point there. I was at a point back, early on where I was chasing gains, looking to jump into these things as soon as I can, ride the APY. At this point, it's like, if I hit it, if I get a hit, I get a hit. If not, if I pass on something, I pass on it. But I'm not really looking at ape and FOMO into anything, so I don't really worry about it. In any case, some of you guys have asked me about Matic. Just giving you a quick little video. I'll talk more about Matic as we move forward and some of the other farms that I'm in and that I'll be jumping in. But yeah, just a couple of quick updates, let you know what's happening over in the world of crypto. Hopefully, you guys are positioned to make gains and make profit, whether the market is going sideways, up, or down. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. So again, do your own research, do your own due diligence, all risky stuff, only put in risk capital. Follow me on Telegram, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell icon, all that stuff. And I'll catch you soon. Peace.